How's it going, guys? Alright, after a holdout, I can finally do my January video game pickups, and I got a lot of stuff. Alright, first up is Mecha Tales from Limited Run Games. This is an action platformer that actually has up to 4-player local co-op, which is insane. And the game's got a pretty interesting art style, and all around it looks really fun, and it's got some really interesting bosses, and I am really looking forward to trying this one. Okay, another release from Limited Run Games. This is Super Gun World 2. I actually couldn't get this originally during the initial release because I wasn't home at the time, but luckily during the January 1st blowout sale I was finally able to get this. This is an action platformer and has a very similar art style to Shovel Knight, and all around it looks like a pretty fun game, and I can't wait to try it. And it came with a lot of cards, and they all look really awesome. All around, this looks like a pretty fun game. Alright, my first pickup from Strictly Limited Games. This is Griffin Knight Epic. This is a 2D side-scrolling shoot-'em-up with pixel art graphics, and the game looks gorgeous, and I'm getting a lot of vibes similar to Cuphead, though the art styles are obviously different, but all around this game looks really nice, and I can't wait to try it. And it's insane to think there's only 999 copies of this, which is just insane. Alright, this next game, I gave a little hint on what it was in my last pickup video, and one person in the comments did figure it out. Though granted, it wasn't exactly that hard to figure this out because of the hints, but here it is. I got Battle Grega for the PlayStation 4. I'm so glad this finally got an actual physical release, because the Sega Saturn version is like $200. It's so freaking expensive. And I heard M2 did a really solid job with this PlayStation 4 port, and I can't wait to try it. I picked up Vesta from East Asia Soft. This is another one of their limited releases. This is a top-down twin-stick shooter, and you're inside a mech, but there's also puzzle elements, and you play as another character as well. All around, this looks like a really interesting game with some really interesting gameplay, and I can't wait to try this one. And the artwork looks really good. I picked up the Coma Recut. This is a horror game that takes place inside a high school, and the art style looked really interesting, and I like the premise of it. And all around, it looks like a really interesting game, and it came with some cool extras, including stickers and this really cool badge. And all around, this looks like a really interesting release, and I can't wait to try it. I picked up Bleed and Bleed 2. These are run and gun action platforming shoot 'em ups, and both games look really awesome, and I can't wait to try both. And they came with some extra stickers, and interestingly, apparently it's the 15th anniversary of PlayAsia, which I did not know. That's awesome. And this is definitely their thickest limited release, so granted there's 2 games in here, not just one. All around, I really am looking forward to playing these, and I can't wait to try them. Alright, I picked up Puppeteer for PlayStation 3. This is a wacky platformer, and I really like the art style. It looks really awesome, and I can't wait to try this one. Unfortunately, I ended up with French artwork, but oh well, it's a small grape. The game's in English, so it's not the end of the world. Okay, last but not least, I picked up Sunset Overdrive for the Xbox One. Don't get excited, I did not get an Xbox One. The reason I got this is it looks like a really fun game. I've heard nothing but good things about it. I actually got this for $14, which is actually also the Day 1 edition, which in a lot of ways is crazy to think of. The reason I picked this up is I decided I want to pick up the Xbox One exclusives I know I'm going to eventually want to play, and granted there's not very many of them, but this was one of them, so I decided to pick it up, especially at such a low price point. Alright guys, these are my January video game pickups. I'll talk to you guys later. This is the Entertainment Wizard, signing off.